G'day everyone and welcome back to Steve's Place Down Under. Today we're going to try and crank up this C1800 International Acco. It's probably about a 1971 model. A mate of mine owns it. I haven't seen him for years, but they want the truck moved and they were going to tow it, and I thought, well, what a good opportunity to do a video and see if it goes and see if it drives. I doubt it will drive because they're a hydraulic clutch and those are usually seized because brake fluid absorbs moisture and the masters and slaves generally seize up from sitting around. This has been sitting here for decades and I have never seen it go. It could have been a lot longer before that it went too. So I might do a quick walk around of it and explain a bit about it. I don't know the history of it. It's a 6354 Perkins, a 5-speed and a 2-speed rear axle. You can see she's not in bad order. I mean, I've seen better, but these Accos are just rust buckets. And if any of you watch my channel, you'll see I've got a couple at home that are fairly bad. It's certainly savable. I don't know what he's going to do with it. All hydraulic brakes too, these old girls, so it'd take a lot of work to get it up and going again. It's a good sized truck. Probably a 22 foot tray or something like that on it. It's got this unique suspension, so it's got a lazy axle under the back. So the front axle drives. The back's just a lazy, so it's got this tandem track set up here. It's got like a walking beam in there, so I don't know what's in that, whether it's rubber or spring packs. It looks like a spring pack might be inside of it. Never really seen this suspension on anything else, so whether it's something International used or whether it was added later on, I'm not sure. That other axle obviously allowed you to carry more weight and more braking power. We've got the most venomous and dangerous snakes in the world right where I am right now, and I'm a bit iffy about getting underneath it to check if there's any water in the sump. But it's a cooler day and I'm sort of a bit more keen than I was last time I was up here. If you do hear any roaring in the background, it'll be lions. Most of you know that watch me all the time that we volunteer for a wildlife sanctuary, and that's where we are again today. So what I might do, get underneath her. I'll put the overalls on, get under there, just drop the plug out, see if there's any water in the bottom of the sump, and we'll go from there. Before I do that, I'll show you inside of her. So the hood lining of these old Inters was just glued straight to the roof. She smells like rat piss in here. I should have brought a mask. You can see the gear stick. So a red button usually means electric 2-speed, and a grey one will most times mean vacuum 2-speed. These engine covers aren't the best thing to get off, but we'll do what we have to do. Okay, I'm underneath her. I just sort of guessed what size that was, looks alright. So she's got the mighty 6354 Perkins in her. And what we're going to do here is just drop this plug out to see if there's any drops of water. If it's immediately oil, we're good to go. If it's water, I haven't got any oil with me, I may just drain that and go from there. Oh, that's oil straight away, which is an excellent sign. So we'll just nip her up. And one other thing I just noticed here, I did notice it before, but I thought I'd show you. It's got no fuel cap on it. And that rotted out board there is not going to protect that too much, so I may do the same I just did with the engine sump with the fuel tank, just drop any water out of that, and she should run on what's still in there. It wouldn't be in the lines, it'd only be what's fallen in that tank since it's been sitting here. A lot of water, unfortunately. Just get a tub. Okay, so I just, with that bucket and that drum there, took quite a few litres out of it. It's not good diesel by any means, but I think it'll work. It's not mixed with water. It's been sitting there that long, it's separated. So I think I'm going to give it a go like that, because we start diverting fuel lines and stuff like that, it turns it into a job that's probably more than I want to do today. So there'd be 2 fuel lines, and they look to be copper too, so we couldn't extend those without any sort of additional hose or anything. There's going to be a supply and return. You can't just hook the supply up, because it's going to return back good diesel into this old tank if you hook it up to a drum, so they both have to be done. So we'll just give it a go and what's in it now. Before we go any further, I haven't forgotten all the blokes that subscribe to me for tractors, but this seems to be what's coming along at the moment. It's just prime movers. So I've got a couple of tractors at home I've never had going. One's a W6 Intra and one's I forget even what the other one is now, but anyway, those are upcoming, and I've also got a broom weight air compressor there that I want to use, and that hasn't been going for decades either. So there'll be upcoming videos for the tractor blokes as well. So we'll try and get to those when we can. This one's a bit of a rush because they wanted it moved, but if we can't get it going or can't drive it, they'll tow it regardless. So what we'll do now is we'll try and get this engine cover off. We'll lift the bonnet up, put some water in it, and we'll see what she does with the battery. I've got the front of her open here. My wife's just going to get me a mask. Inside that cab is bad. You hear of all these viruses from rats and stuff, and you think, just that dust there, I don't really want to breathe in. There's a fair bit of work to do, and every time we bleed her up, and the fan's going to stir a fair bit of it up too when she eventually does fire, if it does at all. So you check the oil, water from the front here, a couple of master cylinders here. It's just a normal everyday, very basic 3/4 bore master on the clutch. And the brakes are a little bit different. I wanted to crack those and just put a bit in them, and I did bring some. I'll check the oil, and I brought 20 litres of water to tip into her. Trying to focus she's in on that, she's fine. Cap hasn't been off for a long while here. She's frozen on there. I just went and got some mouldy grips to loosen her off, and she's had it. Now, put some water in her. Sort of reaching across this bull bar here a bit too. It's a bit hard to tip it into her, but just forgive me if I miss a bit. Feels like she's filling up already. Oh, beautiful. That wouldn't have been only a couple of litres probably. Okay, this is the clutch master. Now it's full of gunk. I don't like our chances of getting it to work, but I might just put a bit in there so it's got time to run in and soak in around the plunger while I get it going. Hopefully we can get a clutch out of it, but I don't like our chances. on the Acco at home. I just bought an eBay one for $18 or something. It's identical. I just threw it in the bin. Put the eBay one on and she works. I'll just let that run in down around it and hopefully it may free it up. I haven't even tried pushing it, but you're better off with some fluid around there before you do push it. I'm going to lube all this up too. This is like a penetrant, not just a lubricant, so hopefully it'll get into those joints there. It may not even be seized, but chances are it is. All this stuff's only thin tin, the bonnet and the cab and everything on these, so they do a lot of condensation. Gets onto all these moving parts. I just noticed too, she's got a flat on this one of the steers. I won't pump that up until we find out if it is going to go. So my wife is helping me film today. She's just putting a post up for all the followers about what we're up to. So she's going to film me now putting a battery in her, and we'll just fit the key or whatever's going on in there to try and wind it over and see what she does. Okay, so last night, or yesterday being Saturday, today's Sunday, I was working on my D1000 D-Series Ford at home. And I started up quite a few times because I rebuilt the starter and everything in it, but I just hope these batteries are still alright. I didn't charge them afterwards. So these old batteries, when I start these old things, I generally just wedge them on because the starters have a tendency to stick in after all this time, if they work at all. And if you've got to get a spanner and quickly undo them, you'll fry something out. So at least like this, it's still got contact. You can run around, just twist it back off if it sticks. I don't know how keen I am sitting in it, but all the controls are just here anyway. We'll see if she... Nothing. I haven't even checked the fuel pump rack, but all I was going to do was see if it did wind over, but they're not hard to bridge the starter on these. I might just do that. Just going to cross the starter here and see if she's got anything. Oh, she's gonna go. Okay, I'm just crossing it with I've got a filter strap in the ute there, just with the bottom of that. Okay, so I've got a mask on too, so if I sound a bit muffled, that's why, because this thing absolutely stinks. You can see all the rat shit through her. Rotary style CAV injection pump mounted vertically on these Perkins, and they're an absolute bastard to bleed by yourself because the lift pump is on the other side. I've got a Chamberlain at home with a 306 in it, the same engine, just a bit smaller. And Chamberlain actually put a mechanical link up under the bonnet across to the other side, and the lever comes out right next to here, so it's a mechanical thing hanging off the bonnet that is linked to the lift pump on the other side, and you can stand here and bleed it all at one spot, and it's just a magnificent idea. So we'll see if that injection pump, lift pump does work. I'll crack it here. I'll leave yous all over here to view, and just let me know if any fuel and air comes out of that little screw just there. Hang on, I'll focus you in just there. There's a little screw. Lift pump feels quite good. Well, it did. And she's stuck up. Got a couple of good pumps out of her. Okay, so what I might do is just focus you in a bit higher up here on this filter head. Okay, so they're returning into that. I'll just crack her on the top of this filter here. Pull the mud wasp off. Because the lift pump's stuck up, I'm just trying to relieve a bit more pressure, so that may work. Okay, after a while here she comes, look. That dirty, filthy, stinky watered down diesel. Good smell through the rat's nest. So now that we've got her up to there, I'll crack the screw on the, well, the screw's already cracked on the pump. I'll just put that fitting back in. So then it forces the fluid down to the injector pump. Okay. My wife's filming the injector pump. She's going to tell me when it's just fuel and no air coming out of that little screw. Film just the fuel. Okay, in previous videos I've mentioned you can fill the rack if it's working through the throttle. Now, in order to do that, I'd have to take this spring and this clip off here. I mean, I think you can feel it, but that's moving all those linkages across to the pedal too. So might just pop that off. What that's going to prevent is runaway. If I can feel that rack, we're pretty good to go. If it does run away, I'll just, I don't know, choke it down or pull one of these lines off or something. Okay, I'm just going to crack a few of the lines at the squirters here to see if she's pumping up the top. I did bring some ether. I don't like using it, but sometimes it's good just to save the batteries as well. Okay, I'm just going to wind the... I can't feel that rack through this. I can hear something though. I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to wind it and see if there's any fuel at those three injectors. There is, she's starting to go. I may use some ether here because that battery doesn't sound the greatest. And then if the air cleaner's out at the same time, I may be able to choke her down if she runs off. I'm going to take the air cleaner off here so I can choke her. I'm not sure what that rack's doing. The disadvantage of doing this though, it may suck some stuff in that fan picks up, but if she's just going to idle, I'll put it straight back on. If I've got control over the throttle linkage, I'll put it straight back on. Oh, come off where I didn't undo it. Not to worry. Okay, I'm going to nip these squirters back up because she was coming out through them. And then I'll just see what the front three do. I mean, I can bleed it, but I think if she's running a bit, she'll pick up. Just bearing in mind that battery's not great. I've got jumper leads, but I don't really want to set that up because there's not a lot of room around the side there. Okay, I've got a bit of cloth here to jam over that intake if she runs off. I'm going to give her a sniff to save this battery, and she may not need it, it may need it. Okay, here we go. I can't tell you how long it's been sitting, but it's been here for decades that I know of. Battery's had it. Okay, I've got my other battery sitting down beside here. I'll see if it's any better, as well as the one that's already on it. I don't really want the car running in the background while we jump start it, but do what we have to do. She's gonna have bad breath. You ready for her? trying to watch two places at once here.
Got a mask on.
She's got a stuck valve. Yes, that is lines you can hear. Okay, so I can't bleed the clutch. I've just had a tinker with it off camera. It's not seized, but it's not priming up either. So I don't know if I've pushed my foot down and the plunger stayed there, or it's all that gunk's blocking the feed to it. I don't know. So what I've done is I've put my shifting spanner down over the clutch fork. I'm just going to pump this tyre up and I'll see if I can use the clutch by hand and see if we can get her to move, because it's only got to go up around the corner. If I can just put her in reverse and back it round there, it'd be pretty good. And this tyre's not dead flat, it actually had air come out, so chances are it'll hold it. I've got my shifter down over the clutch fork there. I'm just going to put this bit of pipe I just went and found over it, so there's a bit of leverage, and I'll see if she moves. Hopefully the park brake's off. I'll just stop her in gear with that stopper coming through the dash there, that bit of garden hose looking set up there, so hopefully all the wheels are free and there's no reason she shouldn't move. Okay, she's going to stay there. It's off the road, not as easy as I'd like, but I'm using my elbow for the clutch. It's got no brakes, nothing. So that's the clutch lever, that rod, or that pipe. That's on my shifter, and then I'm just using my elbow, and she steers pretty easy actually, but it is off the road. It is where they want it, just probably not as nice as they would have wanted it. But anyway, I think that's going to do her. Pretty good road through here, and it's certainly not in the way. And she looks quite good there. Okay, everyone, hope you enjoyed that. I'm worn out. She's hot in there. It's hard to drive. Gee whiz. Certainly earned a cold bottle of beer this afternoon. So that's going to do it. She's going to stay here now. What's going to happen with it, I don't know. I haven't seen the bloke for years, and hopefully it ends up in someone's hands or he does something nice with it. But anyway, it'll sit here for the time being. So thanks all for watching, and hope to see you on the next one.